Hello, I'm Steve Proskauer, and I want to talk about my novel, Gaia's Web. It was an unexpected privilege to write this novel. 2 years ago, January 2011, I'd finished a second book about my practice as an integrative psychiatrist. I had no idea I was going to write any long fiction, but I felt the need to create again. And I was also very despondent about the state of our environment and the fact that human beings didn't seem to be making much progress to get things better. Instead, it was getting worse in most areas. So I asked myself, what would it take to change things so that this environmental crisis could be solved? And I came to the dismal conclusion that human beings as they are now, greedy and egotistical and selfish, were not likely to solve it. They weren't going to get together and make a selfless decision to do some project that would reverse all these different issues that we had with global warming and pollution. So, therefore, the human race would have to evolve if the problem was going to be solved. And this was the germ of my idea for the plot. And one weekend I sat down and all these ideas came pouring into my mind for the plot, and I just wrote them down as fast as I could. And I ended up at the end of that weekend with 33 chapters. The final book was only 18 chapters, but the basic form of the novel took shape in that one weekend. And I spent the next 8 months writing the actual first draft. Since I was never a novelist and barely a short fiction writer, the first draft was kind of an eyesore, and with the help of some fellow writers in the community, I whipped it into shape and finally published it at Christmas time of 2012 as Gaia's Web, the novel as you can find it. And if you look on www.gaiaswebthenovel.com, that's Gaia, G-A-I-A, you will find information about the novel and also ways of ordering it. I hope you find this interesting. I certainly had a great experience writing it, and I'd like the public to be aware of these ideas because the novel's a lot of fun to read, but it's also peppered with ideas that could stimulate people in a new direction. Thanks for listening.